go to the front cheat sheet. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so the two theorems that we're going to look at today are right here, these two. And it has to do with the arc of a circle. So the measure of a minor arc is a measure of its central angle. The expression, and this is kind of blocked out, is read as the measure of arc AB. So essentially what this is saying is if you have this central angle of 50 degrees, then the arc is also 50 degrees. So this angle right here is the same as the arc degree measure. They match. And then the measure of the major arc. So this would be the minor arc, the shortest distance between A and B, and then the major arc would be all the way around this way. To find that major arc, because all the way around a circle is 360, so to find that major arc, you can do 360 minus 50 equals whatever is left over, 310 degrees, and that major arc is 310 degrees. So it's the difference between 360 degrees and the measure of the related minor arc. And then the second one is arc addition postulate. So the measure of an arc formed by two adjacent arcs is the sum of the measure of the two arcs. So this one's pretty much common sense, it's just giving it a name. It means that if you have this arc measure, let's say this is like 100 degrees, and then you have this arc measure, let's say it's 90 degrees, the whole thing would then be 100 plus 90 is 190. Okay, so now we're going to go to the practice page. So we're going to flip a couple pages to 10.2 is where we're going. .2 practice right here. Resume now. Okay, so I mentioned that this lesson's pretty easy. Just let it be easy. Make sure you don't mess up the easy stuff. So it says name the minor arc and find its measure, then name the major arc and find its measure. So minor arc is less than 180 degrees, and major arc is more than 180 degrees. Okay, so for number one, it shows us that angle is 135 degrees. So that means this arc is also 135 degrees. This would be the minor arc right here. And then to find the major arc all the way around from here to here would be 360 minus 135. It comes out to 225 degrees. So this arc right here is 225 degrees, and that's the major arc. That's the gist, y'all. Then for number two, it shows this angle 68 degrees, so that means this arc is 68 degrees, and this would be the minor arc. And then all the way around here would be your major arc. And then to find this arc measure, 360 minus 68, and it comes out to 292 degrees. Okay, number three, if this angle is 120, then this angle is 120, and this would be the minor. And then this arc around here would just be 360 minus 120, which is 240. So this is 240 degrees, and it's the major arc. Okay, so something that also happens, and we'll see it in the next set of problems, is they'll name these arcs. So if they say measure of arc RS, you always go the shortest distance. So RS you could also consider like all the way around here to RS, but always go to the shortest distance unless they say otherwise, which we'll get to. So measure of arc RS would be 52 degrees. If they wanted you to go the other way around, they would say, okay, RQS, measure of RQS, because that would include this, and you connect the dots just like you would with an angle. RQS would mean like all the way around the major arc, and then to find that, you do 360 minus 52, which is 308. So that would be 308 degrees. Okay. Next set of problems, it says identify the given arc as major arc, minor arc, or semicircle. So you may have like questioned, okay, if minor arc is less than 180, major arc is more than 180, what about if it's exactly 180? Then they call that semicircle. So here you have the diameter, and you know it's the diameter, it's a straight line that goes through the center is a diameter. And with that diameter, it would be 180 degrees, whether you go this way or this way. So it wants to know the measure of arc AC, so that would be 180 degrees. 180 degrees, and it's neither minor or major, it's semicircle. Then arc AB, always go the shortest distance, so here's AB. All from A to C would be 180, so to find AB, just do 180 minus 46, and it comes out to 134 degrees. And since it's less than 180, it would be minor. Then FG right here, well, since this angle 64, then this arc must be 64 degrees. Again, minor. EG, so from E to G, shortest distance would be these two added together, 67 plus 64, which is 131 degrees, and again, still minor. Okay, next set, it says just find the measure of each arc, JL, always go the shortest distance, JL from here to here. 53 plus 79 is 132 degrees. KM from here to here, 79 plus 68, 147. Here it gives JLM, you just connect the dots. JLM would be this way, it would be these three like pi pieces, 53 plus 79 plus 68, and then if you add those three values together, it comes out to 200 degrees. Then it asks for arc JM. So that's right here. JM isn't labeled, so sometimes you have to do some calculating. All the way around would be 360, and these three we just added to 200. So 360 minus 200 would be this arc here, 160 degrees. Okay, for number 12, we're not going to go through each individual question, but here's an example where they only give you one measure, but they want you to find a lot of other things. Remember, vertical angles are equal, even inside a circle. So if this is 42 degrees, this is 42 degrees. And then also linear pair add up to 180. So you can do 180 minus 42 to find this one, which would be 138. And then vertical angles are equal, so this would be 138 here. Okay, and then on the next page, we're just going to do one problem. So number 21, it brings in some algebra. It says in exercise 21 and 22, 21 and 22, find the value of x, then the measure of the red arc. Okay, I know there's no color, so we're not going to find the measure of the red arc. But to find x, we have diameter here, so that means these two add up to 180. So you can do this plus this equals 180 to find x. So 2x minus 30 plus x equals 180 degrees. Then combine your like terms, 3x minus 30, 180 plus 30, 3x equals 210. And x equals 70. And then if you're finding one of these arcs, you just take x and plug it back in. Like that. Okay, that is all for today. So your to-do list, and you have a good amount of time to do homework, is homework 10-2 on Schoology, and then work on Alex. And if you need help with either of those, let me know. Yeah, okay, go ahead and grab a laptop, get started.